battle order is still the same as Arvek and Radagast, followed by the guard and then the orcs. Oh, we were gonna let Saint have a turn to do something.
I'm not going to be doing much, really. For the most part, I'll be waiting for stumbling downstairs if the engineering crew haven't shown up yet. I'm mostly keeping it a little bit slow, letting my natural genetics kick in to seal my wounds and make sure I can move properly when I need to, I guess. Slow now, so I can move fast later.
As you're laying on the catwalk, letting your wounds heal, you can see cherubims gnawing on the Magus's corpse.
What the fuck?
And, well, Psychers have a natural affinity with, what are they called? Familiar. Do I have any could I have any psychic connection with these at all that I can force?
There's definitely brain matter in there that you could reach out and touch, so to speak.
Put your dick in there.
Because Psychers are supposed to have a connection to familiars. That's why they can take them as a equipment type thing.
Don't put your dick in there saying it's...
I have no idea what the rules for familiars in this game are.
Could I make a random roll on your discretion? If I roll really good, I can maybe do a little something, or... As I'm not really doing much else, so maybe slowly getting back to my feet.
We could save that for later and figure it out outside of combat to say, like, this did happen. If there is something that could happen, I guess.
It was more just to see if I could establish a connection of control.
Let it be some fluff nonsense, honestly.
I don't mind it. I don't mind if it's too much stress to avoid it. It's honestly fine if we just leave that if it's too awkward.
At most, if he has high willpower and is able to do good rolls, it's just an NPC that listens to him every now and then.
It would technically be a bit of equipment that I would be stealing if I could establish a connection.
Equipment does not eat rats or robotic magos.
They do. Familiars can be anything from little stick figures to cherubim to lizards to little dinosaurs to little people, or it can come in any size. It just depends how it's shaped. It's they're created out of organic matter like pigs and so forth. They're sort of crafted together. They're more like little drones that can receive basic orders. If a librarian establishes a connection with a familiar, you can do really basic things like see through its eyes type thing, or they're not really useful. That's why I've never actually got them or taken one before, but I figured may as well. But I don't mind if we don't do it, honestly.
Right. We'll figure it out in a bit. Ice, what are you doing?
We're still fighting the horde, right?
Yep, the horde's coming at you. It's closer now.
I'm gonna keep shooting at it then.
Just a heads up, we're gonna start moving back to the east side.
Nah, I missed horribly. So, to Poacher, correct?
Radagast turns around, looking straight at the guardsman, casting both in the public channel Vox, as well as to General Vox speaking through his helmet. Retreat! As he turned around to face the horde once more.
The guardsman.
Yeah. Let's just say turning around and doing that order is half action.
You know, you don't have to turn your backs to...
What? No, I turned around and faced the guards.
Oh, okay, I get you.
Yeah, I turned around and I showed them my ass and I told them to run.
The guardsman needing no further orders to be told to run away from this oncoming death. Turn around and run for the gate.
You know what? Arvek, you could probably just jump onto the wall. You run towards the wall.
Should be fun. Should be still in the Chimera, correct?
Oh, that is true, isn't it?
I'm just gonna Dragon in here first.
Ah, hell. Since I haven't had a chance to move, I'm just gonna move over to a Chimera and grab it by the side.
Alright.
So I have-
The guardsmen are retreating. The orcs are advancing. See how guard on the wall are doing.
Theros is resting.
There's dead.
He's not dead, he's just resting.
He's really dead.
Treasonous.
Daddy's looking to get a reduced fatigue penalty.
Oh, that takes like 6 minutes per fatigue point. I think it was.
Well, I basically just burnt an entire turn just resting and let my body sort itself out.
Gone through maybe 5 turns since your combat ended.
Okay.
It takes 10 turns to remove fatigue point.
Okay, so I'm just chilling, keeping it slow. Next turn I'm gonna slap on my repair paste as hopefully the engineering squad will be there. If not, I'll be moving out and giving them orders, but I'm just hopefully I'll meet them by the time they're at the back gate. I've been tempted to throw in some Vox stuff, but I'm not going to just now because I said that I'm going to just rest. I want to make sure my character is actually resting that turn.
Tell the ninjas here to give you the Voxes again.
No, it's fine. I'll Vox when my character is up. He's kind of standing up this turn basically. So next turn I'll start all that jazz.
You fucking stand up and groan at everyone.
What?
Just fucking groan in pain as you stand up. It's just fucking confuse the orcs.
Oh no, dude, I got so much drugs in me from my power arm. So much drug.
Just fucking inhuman.
The one explosive truck that was barreling towards the wall that managed to keep going after taking some damage just slammed into the wall, spilling barrels everywhere. It hasn't gone off yet, though.
But the horde is after us, no?
Yep.
Okay, that's... Well, that's not necessarily good, but that is the plan.
Fellhammer.
Alright. I am going to do a called shot on the cargo of one of the trucks, not the one that's right against the wall.
Alright.
So my ballistic skill will count as 40 because I'm calling the shot. 5 of 6 hits. So 17. So 17, 24, 24, 23, and 21. And they're all still 5.
Let me just look something up.
Are you looking for the calling shot stuff?
Nope. Just looking at one of the modifier charts, and then one of the damage charts. Your shots tear into the back of the truck. Some of them pinging off the body and others landing in the explosives, but one of them manages to penetrate one of the barrels, causing it to detonate, ripping the back of the truck apart, sending shrapnel and debris everywhere into the horde around it.
Are there any trucks still far enough out for me to call shots down on them? Are they all too close for the artillery?
Yeah, there are 2 trucks in the back that are still far enough out. There's one behind the one that just blew up that's coming in. That's too close.
Right. I'll call shots on the back one then.
Right.
I got a 4, so I got very, very good call. That's 5 degrees of success.
Unfortunately for you, these are still guardsmen. But they, four of the rounds do hit, tearing the truck to pieces, detonating the payload. The other four go wild into the horde.
It's okay. It's still one less to go against the wall. And more dead orcs.
As the battle continues to rage on, with orcs taking pot shots at the guards on the wall, and the guards on the wall returning with last fire. The more on both sides go down. The rockets come in, slamming and exploding on the wall and the ramparts, taking out some more guardsmen.
Yeah, fucking guardsmen. Why do they have to die?
So, where are we? What's going on?
I think there's some math going on.
Yeah, I'm just figuring out how the hordes are doing.
Ah,
And now it's Ice's turn. As you guys are pulling back, the orcs are very close.
I'm just gonna keep shooting while we're pulling back.
How far away are they now?
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good question. I'm not going to find them if they're close.
They're less than 100 yards away from you. They're like right on your heels.
has it been thinned out at all from all of that?
And the overall horde has been thinned out, but the guards have taken some pretty significant losses too.
Oh, is that in flamer range? At all?
Nope.
No.
Damn. Hey, yeah, I'll just shoot at them while we're all pulling back. I'll probably miss, but. Ah, actually hit one.
Alright. You hit, and it was just one, so you're not using any kind of special ammo or anything like that.
I only got standard rounds. That's 2d10 plus 9, right? And you took the highest.
$2d10 plus 9 for what?
For your bolt gun. And you take the highest of the...
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I did 16 damage.
Alright.
Wait, did you say you have to take the highest one? Or is it 2d10 added together?
It's 2d10 added together, so you don't take the highest one.
Oh, okay. I thought you said take the highest.
That's what I thought it was.
Alright, it's a horde, so it still only counts as 1 damage.
Yeah.
That's a ton of damage, though, for a bullet. That's crazy.
Right.
I think the sword should do more damage.
But he might be using the older rules, but either way, he's still hit, so rolling for damage doesn't matter at this point.
Oh no, I wasn't contesting or anything. I'm more just speculating over the actual damage it's dealing. Is crazy.
Should be 2d10, but it's usually 1d10 plus 9. But because of the tearing roll, there's an additional die thrown in. Oh, and swords are useful for other things, just shooting.
You like getting through doors.
No, like parrying and shit.
Alright, of course.
You parry a lot of things if you're strong enough.
Alright, so as you guys are racing back to the gate, take a couple shots. Some more orcs die, and it's Hojo's turn.
I'm gonna switch back to standard round and hanging on to the Chimera. I'm gonna make another full auto burst with 1 hit. I rolled a 10. Against the Jesus, what is it? Against the 77 because of the full auto. Some good rolls now that I don't need them anymore.
Yeah, you could use these against the mech boy.
There's a mech boy in there.
No, the one that you fought over the artillery pieces.
Oh yeah. Wish I had this sooner. But yeah, all 4 shots land. Standard damage, so it'd be 1d10 plus 9. First shot does 16 damage, second shot does 17 damage, third shot does 16 damage, and fourth shot does 14 damage. Fucking Scapular Bolter has a lot of penetration too. A 7 pin. Goodness gracious. This is also, of course, not even accounting for the damage bonus that you get from the gun being accurate. I kind of figured it'd be unnecessary.
So now the orcs go.
I got distracted talking about how much I hate a random cat that lives nearby. What's happening at the moment?
Orcs are firing. And ice. A bunch of rounds ping off the vehicles in the back as the guardsman, as the Penal Legion runs for the gate. Some of the men getting mowed down from behind. One of the rounds does manage to ping off of Hojo, though. Off of Radagast.
Alright.
As the battle rages on.
I hope we're making ground towards the eastern side of the wall.
Yeah, you guys are. Should be fighting over the gate next turn.
Alright.
So how many trucks are left with cargo out there?
2. There are 2 more that could make it to the wall. Everyone that's outside, so everyone but Saint, give me a awareness check.
You're looking perception.
Yeah, perception.
Pass.
4 degrees of success.
I think I have 3 degrees.
No degrees, but I see it. Oh, actually I have 1 degree of success.
You all can clearly see an orc craft of some kind from the north coming in. Real fast.
Is it a bike of some kind?
It's a airship of some kind, I guess would be the best way to put it. Or plane. Spaceship, maybe.
Do we not know what kind? Like if it's a transport or a fighter? Or do we just know it's an aircraft?
You can roll Xenos check if you want. You can tell, it's an orc craft that's coming from the north, and you can see you and Fellhammer can see the outline and shape of it pretty clearly.
Okay, I'll roll the Xenos check then to see what kind of craft it is.
I'm going to open a Vox channel to the Hydra flak and tell them, hey, this is incoming, and try and help them target where it's coming from.
Gonna fucking pelt an aircraft with artillery?
No, Hydra flak.
Right.
Still got 2 functioning AA turrets in the base.
Some good
I thought we had
shit.
4 Hydras. 4,
Oh yeah,
one in
3.
each corner.
Sorry. Yep, you got 3. One of them got taken out when you guys were running into the base.
Okay. Do you want me to do the call shot thing like I did before?
Sure.
I hate that this keeps backing me out.
You're gonna aim for the trucks coming in?
No, I'm going to try and help the Hydras attack the incoming aircraft.
Alright.
But I'm going to tell the artillery about the trucks. Well, I was not much help. You know what? I haven't used any of my points yet. I'll try re-rolling it.
Alright.
That's a lot better. 4 degrees of success. I don't know what's going to be delivering, but it can't be good.
The flak batteries open up, tearing one of the wings off of the orc ship, causing it to start spiraling in the air as it still comes forward.
Is it in range of my heavy bolter? 150 meters.
Yeah. Yes.
And I might as well open up on it. One miss. And several of them has several degrees of success. Okay, so that is 20, 18, 23, 23, and 22 damage.
Some good rolls today, man.
I have.
Really good.
Shots pelt the underbelly of the ship, ripping into it, but seemingly not doing much. The already smoking and spiraling ship continues on towards you, but now careening out of control.
All right. Well, hopefully the artillery can do something to the trucks or the horde.
Rolling for the guard. The two remaining trucks are torn apart by the battle cannons of the base defenses.
Cool.
Guard
So the
actually rolled really well that time.
hopefully the walls are relatively safe, or at least safer.
Yeah, you foiled the orcs' attempt to blow through the wall. They have enough explosives against it now to damage it, but not to knock a hole through it. And it's back to ice.
Okay. We're not inside the walls yet, are we?
You're at the gates now. You're funneling inside as fast as you can.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna...
No.
Has anything happened with the engineering squad or anything?
They've made their way into the building.
I greet them in. I guess I'm just... by the time they get there, I'm slapping on the repair paste I have on my chest. Making sure they're all not overcome by the sight of the corpse of the Magus.
That's okay. What about the burn chairs?
Yeah, they're kind of in shock and speechless, but have no recourse except to go along with your version of the story for now.
And just to confirm, he was hacked down to the torso, and then before I jumped up this catwalk, I did stamp on his head, so assuming he's not looking very healthy at the moment.
No, as you look down at him, you can see some cherubs whirring away at his corpse.
In that case, I'll slap on some repair paste and head out towards the east gate. If I've got enough time, I'll even go up in the wall on the east gate so I can get a good vantage point.
You better play support wizard, you crazy madman.
Alright, so all Saints doing that and trying to corral the engine seers who showed up to help him. Ice, what are you doing?
I'm just going to fire last shots, I guess, at the orcs. And then head inside.
Out of curiosity, the repair cement,
I missed.
will that heal the armor and give me a wound back at all, or is that literally just for the armor?
Just for the
No
armor.
amount of repair cement is gonna to repair the rend in your chest. You can repair your helmet, but your chest is pretty much ruined.
Well, I'll repair the helmet as best I can. I did get a surplus from the crates. The only thing I took is repair cement and grenade. Anything left, I'll just kind of cram into the crevasse in the chest.
Alright. Do you want to roll to see if you hit the orcs or not?
I missed.
Alright. And then, Hojo.
Huh?
Turn. You're at the gates. Men are filing through. Although it does look like the orcs are going to catch some of the penal guard outside and maybe one of the vehicles. This disorganized retreat into the gate.
Yeah. I had to spin. Radagast screams aloud as it lets go of the Chimera, still staring at the entranceway of the gate. Form firing lines before halting your retreat. Implying that the Chimeras will continue on their retreat and keep pushing back.
You want the guardsmen to form a firing line?
Multiple fire lines.
Is this inside or outside the?
Hopefully inside.
Not heeding your orders initially, some of the guardsmen or some of the penal guardsmen continue to try to push their way inside the gate, forcing their squad overseers to detonate the collars around their necks.
God damn. All they had to do was listen.
Are we getting any bodies being sent this direction from the Castilian? From his 400 troops at all? Are we seeing
All
any
of the guard, all of the walls are manned right now.
Oh.
Everyone is engaged in fighting off the orcs. There's
Got it.
no one sitting idle inside the base.
So they're basically up to our ankles right now.
Yeah,
And,
you guys, the slaughter going on would be considered horrific by anyone's standards except for the Imperial Guard.
But it's all good. If we lose the balls, we've still 2 Chimeras inside. 2 Hellhounds should be set up. 2 Colossus Siege Engines. And 2 Ragnarok.
I understand that they are on the ankles of the guard. Are they on my ankles?
Yes, because you were in the lead of the wedge formation. So when you ordered the units to pull back, the wings of the wedge became the rear. I mean, became the lead, and the tip became the rear.
Ah, shit. Alright, guys, I see you in hell. I'm gonna pull out the chainsword. Oh man, I think I still have a half action left. I'm not sure if I can do anything. Does that make a standard swing? Certainly can't parry this thing.
You got quick draw, don't you? Can you switch and get a full action?
No, because they're gonna be in melee combat soon anyway. Oh wait, hold on. The scapular vulture has a fucking combat knife on it. Oh, but I'm already in melee combat. Might as well keep the chainsword out. Oh boy. I ain't get my ass beat.
Where's Arvak?
I'm on one of the chimeras.
Yeah, he's fine.
And is this skirmish happening just outside the gate, or
At the gate.
inside, outside, or underneath?
At the gate.
I know, but which one?
It's the eastern gate.
No, I get that, but is it inside the gate? Is it just inside the gate, just outside the gate, or under the gate?
Just outside the gate. Their forces, the friendly forces, are half in, half out.
Okay.
Please don't tell him to fire the gun just yet. I have to get the half I need to live inside the gate. So I know I'm gonna lose something. Where the fuck is the standard attack? Oh my god, I can't see straight.
Of course, seeing as my character was heading back towards the gate, going up the walls, this would have happened before he got up the walls, so he probably sees this as he's walking out, I guess.
Alright, standard action. It is in fact the half action. Sweet Jesus, I wish I could see. I'm gonna roll against my weapon skill. 84. I have clearly missed. Yeah, I have a weapon skill of 44 and I rolled an 84.
Are you gonna re-roll, or are you gonna take?
I'm gonna take it. It wouldn't really help me all that much anyway. I only did it because there's not much else I could do. Except, you know, do the standard thing of dropping all my grenades.
Yeah. Kill the guards.
Huh. No, we need them. If we had more, I'd start blowing them up.
What did you end up deciding to do?
Turn around after I told the guardsmen what to do, resulting in their death. I let go of the chimera, turned around, pulled out the chainsaw, and swung to the horde, missing completely, hilariously.
Alright.
My character, I'll be too far away to actually help out right now, but he's definitely moving towards the gate, seeing the rocket. Did I recover any fatigue levels from that turn's resting level of my 2?
I don't think you waited 10 turns. I think you're just short.
So if I stand still for another turn?
You rested for 8 turns, I believe.
Okay. Can I rest and shoot a gun?
No.
Ah, fuck.
Just sit back and be there to tell the engineers what to do.
We need to prepare setting up the street for them breaching the gate. Primarily.
Well, just note that their ability to make holes in the wall is lessened. So if we can get the gate shut, they may not be able to breach as easily.
Yeah, and forcing them to put more bodies on that side. Ideally, we need to prepare for them potentially breaching now, but if all goes to plan, we want them to not breach just now, but keep on trying to breach. So we need to get their attention. So I mean, I'm not opposed to one Chimera staying outside the front gate and gates closing behind it just to pull them in. But
just make sure it's not the one with the equipment in it.
Yeah. But if you can get all the Chimeras in, even better. When I get within range, and I might rest up first, I'm not sure, the first thing I'm doing is telling people to go in the walls.
That ship's going to hit at any moment too.
Not only that, but
you may not have noticed yet.
The ship. Well, not only that, but the Leviathan will be opening up fire soon as well. Not the macro cannon, of course, but the rest of it, it'll be opening up.
The cannons that have been firing this whole time have been calculating that with the base defenses.
Oh really? I thought the whole place was abandoned, evacuated type thing.
No, the tech priest told you that he activated. He allowed the machine spirits of the armaments to fire targets and fire
okay. Yeah,
ones that were safe to fire.
Oh. But yeah, just so my character isn't stopping to rest just now. He's just going to carry on towards the door at a slower pace than the usual, I guess. The door, I mean gate, rather, I should say.
So the guardsmen that did turn around and stand to fight as Radicus requests and the persuasive cajoling of the overseers and minders are now engaged in hand-to-hand combat with the orcs.
Alright. This is getting bad.
And the guards at the gate are frantically urging people to get inside because they're going to have to close the gates soon. In fact, you can hear them starting to creak.
Are all of the vehicles in yet?
No.
How many vehicles are still outside?
2 of the chimeras, including the one that Ice is in, Radagast is holding on to.
Is that the same one? Wait, so the one with Ice in it and the one with Radagast are the 2 that are still outside?
Yeah, they're on the same one. They're holding on to the same one.
And which one is the equipment in?
One that they're in.
Okay, good stuff.
Can I bang on the... Or I'm gonna jump off the Chimera after telling the driver to get quickly into the wall. I'm gonna try and maybe support some of the last people before the gate closes. Try and get as many people in.
He looks at you and but there are people in the way, sir.
Try and do it as carefully as possible. These are all Penal Legion, right? The people?
The people in front of you yet.
Try and not run anyone over, but if you must, to avoid the gate closing you outside, you know what you must do. This vehicle's far more important for our defense of this city. Or cash. Cache.
The driver nods, makes a sign of the Aquila, and guns it.
Plowing through a crowd of orange jumpsuits.
Men die screaming under the treads.
Wait, is that actually happening?
Yeah, it's actually happening. He just got told by a fucking angel of death, one of the sons of the Emperor, to run people down to save his vehicle.
He said drive carefully, but if you must.
That's not what he heard.
With tears in his eyes.
don't try and make us feel sorry for the arsehole that's just mowing over the penal legion he was told to be careful with.
He's a member of that penal legion. Remember, he came in with you.
We got a member of the penal legion driving the Chimera. I know this was Radagast's idea.
I didn't do shit.
I thought they had their own crew.
No.
And trying to dive out of the way.
All these kidfish just like stab them all on the ground.
We need them for the defense.
As you guys pull through the gate and it begins to shut on the wounded that you have just left in your wake and the people still trying to flee in. The other Chimera does not make it.
Oh shit.
And at this point, I'm sorry, I have to call it because I know I'm getting tired and it's taking me longer and longer to add up these rolls.
And I can't see straight. I've been trying to read for like 30 minutes now. It's not happening.
This fort
I finally
is
got my
like
camera to work though. Now I want to use it.
the next session this next Saturday is going to be nothing but fighting. So
I'm probably not gonna make it to the end of the mission, guys.
You'll be fine.
Such a gift for killing people.
I did what had to be done, man.
that's what the Chimera driver is saying right now.
No, because he wasn't careful. I just tried to talk to the guy. In my initial
Hey,
plan.
didn't you stabbed his door?
Yeah, because he wasn't gonna let me in. Didn't have time to fuck about with him.
You didn't
My
even-
initial plan was to soften him up. I knew he was gonna be a hard nut. And then afterwards, if I had to, use Gregarious on him and use that
Same.
previous sympathy. But Vojo left me, put me on the spot, and was like, "Yo, talk to
You-
everybody." I was like, "Okay."
To summarize the end of this session, Saint gained 1 point of corruption.
Ah,
You murdered a servant of the Emperor.
I did what had to be done.
It's hard to argue with that.
I did what had to be done. He was standing in the way of the will of the Emperor, man.
You lost your temper, threw a fit, and butchered a tech priest.
Oh no, I didn't lose my temper at all. That was all cold and calculated.
Wait, hold on. That's worse.
That was cold and calculated, man. I knew that we had to get secure that room. If it came down to it, like what's going on just now, I knew that we wouldn't be able to get crews in there to secure it as long as you had it sealed, and you had full control over it. And if it wasn't secured, that would have been completely, completely off to us. And if they did take the wall on the east, that's the first thing they'd be doing, completely looting it. We'd be giving them the Leviathan. And so to avoid that, I knew that I had to go in there and secure that room. And if I hadn't done it the way I had, I'd still be there now, dealing with him, talking to him, trying to get around it.
Who is your Primarch, Petrabo?
I don't know. Boy, I wish I had a dad like you. Anyway, well,
1 point of corruption.
Hey,
My guy has lost squad mates before because of basic calculation misses, or misses in calculation. He wasn't going to let it happen again.
Saint, I just wanted to say that I'm gonna leave it up to you whether or not the point of corruption was worse than the usual punishment for doing what you just did.
I'll take the corrupt.
Yeah,
I
the
pretty much
usual
just-
the usual punishment is a loss of renown.
No one knows why he did it yet.
What?
But not everyone knows that he even did it yet. The battle's still going on so far.
Yep.
No one knows what's going on.
Correct. We have no idea.
Oh yeah.
The only person that has any kind of idea would be Hojo, because he would be aware of why I was going off to where I was going off to secure the room, because he was with me when I was talking to the engineer. In fact, he was with me the whole time. Only Arvek and Fel left. Castian, there we go.